Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. It's me Paddy from across the shuck, and I'm going to do a wee video of a new knife I got. It's not going to be a thorough video, it's just going to be a quick run through it, and then for the next month or so I'll use it. But I was that excited, I enjoyed it that much that I thought I would need to show it. Oh sorry, I'd left that open there, that's something else. That wasn't what I was... Oh, there you go, there we are. It's a BAR Dozier, and it's a wee knife my wife bought me for Christmas, but because we go to the kids' houses, we do ours a couple of weeks before, just buy each other a wee something small, and then the rest goes on the kids and grandkids. So this is the knife we're going to talk about tonight, and this is a marvellous knife. Now, as far as I can work out, it's about 15-year-old. I have done a wee bit of research, but I'll leave that till I do the full review on it. But as far as I can find out, and it is roughly, it's about 15-year-old. Anybody knows any different, please let me know. So what is it? It's a knife with a plastic handle, no liners, a lovely drop point, come nearly spear blade, beautiful shape. Now it's got a back lock. Funny, most of the knives I have at the minute have got access lock, hint. It looks a lovely knife, doesn't it? You'd hardly think 15 years later somebody would come up with an idea of a knife that looks something like this, would you? Oh, it just tickles me. Sorry, I've been waiting all day to do this. Right, so it's a plastic handle knife, no liners, beautiful drop point, nearly spear-shaped blade, and it cost me about £28, which is about $35, say, let's call it roughly $35. And I have two knives here that straddle either side of it that I can compare it to. But the knife itself, the length open is 7¼ inches, and the blade, the thickness is just under an eighth. It's 18.5 centimetres and 3mm across the back. So it's quite a sturdy wee knife, but it has the most beautiful shaped, I'm trying to get this for you because this is what drew me to this, a beautiful hollow grind. Now, I've never been one, and anybody who follows me, I've never been one, I never even talked about grinds that much, but this is the most beautiful hollow grind. Most of my lives are flat grind. It's so thin behind the edge, right the way along here. I can sharpen this for years, and I'm sure I'll still have some left. So it's beautiful. It's just a plastic handle, no liners whatsoever. A good sturdy clip. It's actually nearly 2. Can you hear that? It's nearly 2 tight. So I'll maybe bend that back a wee bit. And the back lock is absolutely great. It's eased now. From when I got it, it was so stiff, but now it can nearly close on my finger. It's getting better by the hour because I've been sitting flicking it whenever the wife's not in the room. But this is what I love. Listen to this. Isn't that lovely? That, to me, is the most satisfying sound a knife can make when you open it up and you lock it, and it sounds as if it's locked. Now, I suppose it could be a false alarm, but it is a beautiful... My Delica is exactly the same. When I first got it, it was one of my first knives. It all went downhill after that. But, I mean, my Delica... sounded just like that, and I wasn't even a sort of, I like knives then, but nothing like I do now, but it was it sounded like that, and it just excited me. It was just so positive. So there we are. It's a nice grippy handle. Is it as good as the Delica's? No, it's not as good as the Delica's, but it's not far off it. I wouldn't need any more than that. I'm not going to slip even on a wet day, so I wouldn't need any more than that. It's not any less of a knife for it. It's grippy enough to use. I mean, this is an EDC knife. I mean, these wee knives, the cutting edge is 2 3/4 or 7 centimetres. So it's the perfect size for a wee EDC knife. To be honest with you, I put the clip back on. I have it taken off, and I use my wee clip system that holds the knife up in my pocket rather than clipping that on, because it's still, there's half an inch, say probably about 3/4 inch by the time you get your trousers into that or into your belt, that'll stick up the top, and I don't really like that. So I'll get my wee clip system and down you go. Because it's a back lock, it's not legal in this country. And you know what I like about laws? I wouldn't break them at all. So that's it coming down, and then that beautiful, beautiful. Now, this is BAR. This is a great old American company. And apparently it came over, the company, I believe now, I've got to follow this up now, started over in the UK and then went to America and eventually went through the process and ended up being BAR. That I believe they make they made during the wars, the fighting knives for the soldiers, the big BARs. Now, the three knives that I'm going to show you now, and the other two that are a match for this, are exactly the same size as this. They're all exactly the same weight. It's 2.3 ounces or 65 grams. They've all got about the same cutting edge. They're near enough. Well, they are. They're just exactly the same size. So I'll set this down in the middle and I'll put the other two straddling either side of it. So, as I already alluded to, my Delica. And this is my Ganzo 759. So, 440C, Oz 8, VG10. So, they've all got, well, these two is a medium steel. This one, well, this is a medium steel, sorry. These two are the higher end of cheap steels, budget steels. VG10 just, I think, scrapes into a medium type of a steel. I mean, I have had no problem with this chipping. People talk about it chipping all. Not once, never have. And I've resharpened and sharpened it, so I don't have it. This has only really had light use, if I would be honest. I bought the wee Ganzo and I've used the heck out of that knife. That knife owes me nothing. It owes me absolutely nothing because I've sharpened it on bricks, stones, sandpaper, everything you can think of, I've sharpened that knife on. So this, it was the look of that grind that made me order it from the book. I know that sounds a bit, well, probably doesn't sound silly. It's just the first time it hit me a hollow grind, because literally I have very few hollow grind knives. And it just excited me just to look at it. But it's just strange. We all talk about people, you know, ripping off. I was talking to somebody the other day about traditional knives, because after Christmas, I really want to try traditional knives. I've gone off big knives, to be honest with you. Now, I don't have any huge big knives, but I don't want to be buying knives that are any bigger than 3 inches long anymore. The blade itself. I want to have a break from the bigger knives, and I want to try a few good traditionals. So it means I'll have to save a wee bit and buy, whether it be case, if I was ever so lucky, GEC, isn't that right? Yeah, GEC, something like that. I would like to try. I'll probably start off with a case or Rough Riders. I'll start off with Rough Riders, see which sort of knife I like. Then I'll go to buying a dearer one and see how it goes from there. Now, I only like a single blade, or at the most 2 blades. I've got a 3-bladed one. I don't like it. It's too much kerfuffle. I just didn't enjoy carrying it. It was too heavy, and I just didn't enjoy it. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to try traditional knives for a while after Christmas. I think I've got enough big knives. I can cut the world up. And I don't know why I want any more, because I'm fighting, yes, they're lovely for my collection, but I use knives like this or this and now this much more than I do big knives. I've got a 3-inch cut jack coming that I bought off a lovely man in America. Love them knives, and he has it in the post to me, and I am so excited for it. So excited because of all the hype and everybody's give it this year, and especially my mates like Stasa and all. They've all had them and they're giving them good recommends. And I suppose, like I was trying to say to Stasa the other night, I trust him. And there's a few other people like Love Their Knives that I actually trust. They would tell me if it wasn't a good knife. So excited about that. God, I can just drift off somewhere else. These knives again. So again, I think that's about 15 years. Please let me know if anybody knows any different. But there's all the hype at the minute about the Bugout. And I just think the Bugout was named wrong. I think it is a beautiful knife. Absolutely beautiful. But it's an EDC knife in my eyes. It's not a heavy work Bugout knife. The blade steel is lovely. Is S30V. Get it right, Stephen. S30V. So it's a beautiful blade steel. although you hear people all over the internet saying it's chippy and that's why they went the S35VN. I don't know, because I don't follow all that. I've got a couple of S35VN which are on small, wee small knives that I have, and it's lovely, so I can't see S30 being that bad. But they've put it on the Bugout, and to me it's still just an EDC knife. You know, I don't think, you know, I would use it any more than I use my Delica, or definitely this one. I think because this one was the first one my wife bought me, and it means so much. I don't put heavy use on this. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I would use it, and I'd take it out when we're going out, because it's knife and it's always in nice condition. I always look after it well. But this, I believe, is going to be my next worker above the GAN. So I'll still use this for the dirty down and dirty work in the garden or around the house, or when I'm going to sharpen videos, I'll use that. But I think this is going to be my EDC without a shadow of a doubt, for a wee bit of everything. Sharpens really easily, I believe, the Oz 8, and gets a screaming edge, so I'll have a go at getting an edge on that later on. So I think you'll agree that there. Now, here's sorry. This knife here, right? The Dozier, the BAR Dozier is 3 times the price of this. The Spyderco Delica is 3 times the price of the Dozier. Isn't that just, it just worked out about right. And I was trying today to think, if I had the money to buy this one, which one would I go out and buy? Which one of these 3 would I go out and buy? And do you want to know something? I surprised myself. Maybe I'm changing, or maybe I was just the same all along. Yes, I love a bargain. No doubt about it, I love a bargain. And if a bargain's going to work well, as this does, I have no complaints. It does no me a penny. I have battered the life out of this. And let me tell you, this has still got a completely strong lockup. There is no movement in it, up or down, after all the battering it's taken. I've carved wood with it, everything. So I was sort of trying to ask myself, would I buy this over that if I had the money to buy this one? And the answer is, I would buy this. Simply because I think the design is better. It's an American maker, so I know it's made in Taiwan, but hey, every other country's knives are made in Japan, Taiwan, whatever. Now, it doesn't really matter to me. They're all making good knives. But I just like the fit and finish on this is better than this. And I like it just as a knife, you know, to go out. This is just it just drops now and goes away. I can't flick it yet. It's still just a wee bit tight. But that positive lockup and the hollow grind, it just does something for me. I'm still quite shocked at how much I love that hollow grind. And then the next question was, if I had the money to buy this, would I go out? And the choice between these 2, would I buy this one or this one? Or that one? Obviously, that's going to be out now after my last choice. But the answer was no, I would buy this. Because I know now how good a knife this is. And going on, everybody that's on YouTube, if everybody's saying something's good, you usually find it's pretty good. All the videos I watched on this before I bought it, and I watched a lot, said it was good, and there no complaints. They said, I think it's 440A, annealed, is it? Is that what it's called? Steel as well, heat treated, and it cuts and holds an edge reasonably well. Fine. To me, I can't, I've used these both today, cutting up boxes and things like that, and just paper. And I can't tell much of a difference between the 2 of them. They both, I've used them today. They haven't gone blunt by any means, because it's only been light work they've been using it. I'll get a bit of paper. Hang on 2 seconds. I'll get a bit of paper. I always keep saying it and then I forget. Okay. Now, are you all right? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? I hope you did. We don't really celebrate it. It's not a day we celebrate over here. obviously. But it was nice to hear you all having a good time. So, this is this. I have done nothing to it. I haven't even stropped it. Nope. It's kept an edge all day. It's done quite a lot of work. Listen to that. That's not lovely. So, there's nothing wrong with the edge on it. And that's what everybody said. They said it was a well done edge. So I'm going to take these two away now and put them over here, and we'll concentrate on this this clone of a Bugout. Oh no, this came first. I do take a mickey out, and I'm sorry, Spyderco. I love your Bugout, but I can't stop taking a mickey. But it is a lovely looking wee knife, and for, you know, a Bugout's about, what, 130 pounds over here. I'm sure it's more than that, but anyway. This is an EDC knife that I love. This is an EDC knife that is just sticking to simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. It's basic. There's not much can go wrong with it. The backlock is strong, so it can take a bit of oomph if you're going to put a bit of, if you need to do that, it'll take it. Now, you don't want to do it all the time because it is just, you know, it's only Oz 8. It is only a wee plastic knife just held in. So, you know, this is not a runaway and survive for the rest of your life with. It literally is for cutting up cardboard and things about the house. And if you desperately needed some shavings, you could use this. But I really wouldn't want to be. It's such a fine edge in that, even to do shavings on wood. I might do, but I just like it too much. I'll take my other weekends away and use it. And that's the joy of having, you know, different knives. Now I have my Delica for my posh going out, and I have my Ganzo to beat up on, and I have this to do just everyday jobs. So there we go. I'll get back to you now in a month or two when I've had a go at it and see what I think. It's my first Oz 8, so it'll be interesting to see what I think of. I'll give you one last wee look around it. It is beautiful. It really is. Fit and finish lovely in your hand. It's like the Delica. There's no hot spots at all. No hot spots whatsoever. Everything's rounded off and lovely. So there you go. And I, to be honest with you, I think the fit and finish, you see this bit in the Delica, it's always rough. You know, it never just sits. You can actually see the join so much more. If I bring that up to you, you can see that join so much more on the Delica than you can on this one. That's been my only complaint in the Delica is the back and round the side where they've welded it. It's not the best. So, there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed that wee review. This is my new wee man. He's staying with us now. He'll be with us in every video. And I hope you're all recovered from your weekend. And I'll hopefully get a couple of videos out this week. I have a couple of newer knives. And I was saying to you the last time that Dale, the boy who won the first prize, he kindly sent me over a knife. And it's another Kershaw, so that'll be out this week. And Dale, thank you so much for sending that over. There was no need, but I love it. It's really great. And it's an assisted one, which I don't have, so that'll be nice to get out and let... I'll use it first, and then I'll put it on the channel. So, there we go. Take care. From K-Bar and me, have a lovely evening, and I'm away for a wee cup of tea. Bye.